got into a trade over here going long, and I guess I made 3 ticks. I did get scared because it was a little bit anti-trend at the time. There was a lot of selling going on near the open. Pretty much the whole thing was selling. Even when we had this like big candle starting at 9:35, this run up over here, I think wasn't so strong. So that's why basically I took a long over here, and we got ourselves 3 ticks. That's pretty good. And I guess we're just gonna see what happens. There's some news coming out at 11:30. I guess when you go, one thing that I try to keep in mind is when one is going anti-trend, at least at the beginning part of the day, it's just better just to get out or to lock in your profits, not to take any risks like that. So that's what I did, and we're gonna have to see what the story is. Could be there's some other trades that I missed. Still kind of not 100% sure if I like to trade in the first 15 minutes. Some professional traders I know specifically don't trade or very rarely trade in the first 15 minutes. It can be very volatile. Just according to what I'm thinking, as long as you have your risk management in your mind very well, then I guess you can just know that you might lose, you might win, and it's still part of your overall risk. So I'm thinking that there's a trade coming up now, so I will pause the recording and we'll be back. Okay, I don't know if it's good for me or not good for me, but literally at the last second, I had an entry right over here, and look, it just popped up. But I canceled it because I thought that the buying had kind of slowed down. So I was hesitant to get in. I didn't want it to just go straight down. So, I didn't want to lose 3 ticks, but we could have looked like we could have made. I didn't want to lose 3 points, and looks like I gave up 3 points. But I suppose better safe than sorry. That's part of trading. And it was literally like less than 4 seconds or 3 seconds before the price just popped down there and it went straight back up. So I guess we have to. Sometimes I tell myself I have to be not to be such a chicken, and other times I have to just be more. It's a complicated one because on the one hand you're a chicken, on the other hand you didn't lose money. So I guess we're gonna have to wait for the next setup, and maybe next time it's gonna be some more price action because sometimes we're not gonna have the perfect movement, the perfect market that we want, or at least in our perception of what the perfect market is. And sometimes you're going to have that awesome trade and everything's going to go 100% into it. And the whole lead up and the whole setup to the whole trade is basically going to be very, very clean and smooth. And other times it's going to be like just what happened here. So maybe we'll call it a 50-50. And I guess we have to be happy with whatever we left on the table and whatever we didn't get and whatever we will get, hopefully. Okay, so I kind of did the same thing. I wanted to get in over here, as you will see. I got in at 88.75 and I closed it at 89. So we made a tick. Also, I thought that this was a good chance for a long, and but I did try to cancel it. And this was like literally like probably less than a second, maybe like half a second, a quarter of a second after this time I got filled, I canceled it, so just the reflex. So that what actually happened was it canceled my stop losses. So I thought, okay, let me just quickly get out. And look, again, we left like so far about 4 points on the table, which we could have gotten. So I guess we just have to build our confidence because that's already twice today the exact same thing happened. So that's also part of trading, and we see that we have good entries, but we're just super paranoid about losing money. Anal, I guess that's the word we're in. I don't know if that's a word nowadays that you can use or people use. So, but that's what we are. We're just very scared to lose money, and that's causing us not to make money. So we're gonna have to watch in and be prepared. We have at least we got our 4 ticks for the day. Somebody once said that that's what a scalper looks for is 4 ticks. But some people, okay, so we're kind of happy. That's making up some money, making up some losses, and okay, so we're watching and waiting for the next trade set up. Okay, I a little bit kept my rules, a little bit broke my rules, so don't know how much I feel about that, but this is what happened. So I got in short over here, and then it immediately went to plus 2 ticks, and then I got a little bit nervous when it didn't make that plus 2 ticks. So I thought I'll just get out at a +1 after the price reversed. And then, so instead of getting a +1, I got it a +0. So I ended up having to pay the commissions, which, I thought, so then I thought, okay, well, I still think there's still room for a bearish trade. So I got in and I got that +1. So at least I paid for the trade, paid for the commissions. That's, I guess, not the best behavior in the general trading advice. That's not really the best behavior because we don't want to be making trades based on little commissions, and we don't want to be scared. So however, I still really thought that it was a bearish trade. The buying had kind of lost steam at that point, so I thought that we had a very, very good chance of making that +1 at least, and we ended up being able to make that +1. So part of me wants to say, okay, well, don't try that at home, kids, but you're not kids. You probably know much more than I do. So I hope to learn from you, and I hope we are able to actually capitalize on some of these awesome trades that we're taking instead of just getting a +2. Not being scared by the -3 ticks when we're seeing our trades go up to +3 points. So I guess we just have to build our confidence slowly. Hopefully we're going to be better. And thank you all for watching with me, and for any positive criticism, any positive feedback, negative feedback, anything, let me know either in the comments or anyway, you can just let me know how you have to improve my trading or anything. But the basic thing that we're working on here is money management, not to lose our money management, not to make revenge trading, all the little mistakes that we make to blow accounts. We want big gains, we want small gains, any gains that we have, and not to blow our accounts. That is what we're trying to do. $500 a day loss limit. Many people get scared and they know I want to make a gazillion dollars a day. So you listen, I also do. If you can find me anybody that can actually prove that that's what they're doing, then please point me in their direction, because almost everybody else that I can find can't prove that, and they're just lying. So now the market seems to be moving. We will try to make our next trade, or at least we'll see what the setups are. And okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see how the chicken did here. Chicken being me. I saw that the selling had kind of stopped a little bit, and there were some other indications that I thought that this was going to be a long trade, so at least a good long entry. So we got in at 275, and very, very short trade. We were able to get out at 93. So we made 3 ticks, and I guess that now it's at 425. So yeah, even before then. So I guess the most we could have made at that was about 6 ticks, 5 ticks, somewhere around there. But okay, we'll be happy with what we got, and short but sweet, as they say. So hopefully we continue to make the decisions, and whatever happens, we have to make sure not to get cocky, not to get excited, and not to be overly confident. And now it's even up 7 ticks. That up and down, so it's kind of floating around this area that we got in. So we used like the Brownian motion kind of thing. Oh wow, it's going up 5. It's a 95.25 now. So all right. Yeah. Overall, the trend of the day was a positive trend. It was overall the trend of the day. It's a bullish day. So we utilized this pullback to be able to get in. So we are happy that we did that. And we used the kind of the Brownian motion to capture kind of the noise, and we were kind of confident that it was going to at least be able to pick up. So that's what we did. Okay, just to clarify, NinjaTrader said I was up 3 ticks, but I see that on the Rhythmic dashboard, if I'm not mistaken, I was only up, it only gave me 1 tick on that trade. So that's what it is. All right, so we were happy to get a tick. Okay, well, we made a tick, and again, it could have gotten points here instead of ticks. So it seemed like the market had taken a break from going down, and we're still in a still bullish compared to the open. So I thought I would go in for a tick here and hope for the pop up. But it seems the pop up keeps on the pop keeps on happening a few moments after. So maybe I have to do this exercise of counting to 10 unless the price action really goes against me. But maybe I'll try to count to 10 or something from when I would have gotten out to give it a chance to develop. Okay, so today's day of plus ones. Gotten over here, and I was a little bit scared, because we're right near a resistance. We're right near a support. But I still thought that there was a good chance of at the very least getting 1 tick, and if we can take it at this point, we should just take it, which we did. And again, also it just popped up. Could have probably taken more, but I guess better safe than sorry. Sometimes it's not as exciting to make a bunch of small trades, and then everybody for some reason is all sad that they're paying commissions to the brokers. But then I guess they should just try to get an account that is unlimited commissions, and then they have to worry about paying commissions. They have to worry about the trading fees to the exchanges and whichever other regulatory boards. But that's just part of the business, and at least we were able to make some money very quickly, and at least a little bit. And okay, we will see what the story is. All right, there's some selling going on starting around about 11 o'clock. I waited for it to go down here. I thought there's a good chance the price would continue, and although NinjaTrader gave me 1 tick, I saw Rhythmic actually gave me a few more. I forgot exactly how much I had before, so it gave me like 2 or 3. So that's what we made on that trade. After this selling going down here, we were looking to get into a short. I thought that this would be a good movement, a good place to get in, and we did. So that's what we did.